Our last job for this lab is to create a countdown that actually counts up. So we're going to modify our countdown method to count up for the lab. I think I'll save this as a different file. This is my countdown program from before that we did it during the notes section, so that's why it's saved in my notes folder. So I'm going to file save as and save it into my labs instead as CountUp maybe. Okay. CountUp. That looks so weird. It's just weird looking. And one more. Where's the recursive call? There it is. Okay, save. And let's see what we've got to do. So first of all, CountUp is the base case is no longer start num equals 0. We do have to keep track of where we are, but right now there's in order to compare start num to my user number, I'm also going to have to know the ending number, which I don't have any access to here because the only place where I've taken that in is in main. And so 0 is an easy case because 0 is always 0 when you're counting down. But this is a harder case. I'm going to need to know the end num. And so maybe I'll call this, instead of start num, I'll call this end num with my final number, and then cur num for the current number. Okay, so I want to say if the current number is the final number, actually, if the current num is greater than the final number, like one more than the final number, end num, then I'm going to blast off. Otherwise, I'm going to print my current number, and I'm going to call CountUp with the current number plus 1. So I just renamed these because they're more indicative of what's going on in this particular case. That's all. So at this point, this should go up from 1, and then 2, 3, 4, until, say, if my end num was 5. At the point where end num and cur num are the same number, we'll hit this one more time. Cur num will go up by 1, and then the next time count num is called, this will be true. It will print blast off, and then it will be done. So in order for this to work, I can't start at the number the user typed in. I've got to start at 1. And so here's where I'm starting. Now it becomes extremely imperative that the user has typed in a good number, because if the user number types in something that's less than 1, then we are totally in trouble here. Well, I guess it's more like if because if we're starting at 1 and we go up forever, that would be bad. I think I've done everything I need to do here. I'm terrible at talking and coding simultaneously, so let me just take a minute and look. Yep, I think we're good. Let's give it a run. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Control C, get myself out of trouble here. Oh, right. I added a parameter to CountUp, and so I need to change it. Totally makes sense. The order of parameters is the final number happens first, so I need to actually pass the user num here. And I will need to do this in all cases. So here I will need to call it with end num in order for it to continue to know what the end number is. All right. Oh, I haven't run it yet. let's try the error case first, 0. Okay, good. Blah, good. And finally something that should work. Yay! Done.